Hey guys, thanks for checking out my video. My name is Al, and I was diagnosed with prostate cancer this past January and just went through treatment with radiation via CyberKnife. So if you're tuning into this video, chances are pretty good that you too have recently been diagnosed with prostate cancer and you're looking for information on different treatment options. So when I was first diagnosed, I spent a lot of time surfing the internet, looking for information on prostate cancer as well as all the different treatment options. And I came across some videos of men that chose to have their prostates surgically removed to treat their cancer. And those videos were really helpful because it kind of gave a firsthand experience of exactly what they went through. With having prostatectomies. But I didn't come across any videos of guys that had had radiation therapy to treat their prostate cancer. So what I hope to do with these videos is share my experiences with radiation therapy via CyberKnife. So stay tuned for some future videos coming up. Now, who am I? My name's Al. I'm 66 years old. And I was diagnosed with prostate cancer this past January 24th, 2019. And at that time, like many of you guys do, I have an annual physical exam. And during that physical exam, they always do a PSA test. And all my PSAs were always within the normal limits, but slowly it started climbing up. And over a 1.5 year period of time, my PSA doubled from 4.2 up to 8.3, and at that time it was decided to do a biopsy. So I had that biopsy on January 18th, and during the biopsy they took 12 core samples, and 3 out of those 12 cores showed cancer, and 2 cores in the left apex and 1 core in the left mid showed cancer. So my Gleason score was a 7, 3 plus 4. 90% of my cancer was a 3, and 10% of my cancer was a 4. So I was deemed to have a favorable intermediate cancer. The World Health Organization rated my cancer as being a stage 1 or stage 2. And the way the World Health Organization rates prostate cancers is that they look at the Gleason scores, and so if you have a stage 1 prostate cancer, that means you have a very low aggressive cancer. If you have a stage 5, you have a very aggressive prostate cancer. So I was a stage 2, and my DRE digital rectal exam was a T1C, which basically meant that they weren't able to feel any abnormalities at all. So anyhow, so I remember to this day getting diagnosed with prostate cancer. I remember when I got the call from the doctor. It was on a Saturday morning. The phone rang. My wife and I picked up the phone, put it on speakerphone, and we talked to the doctor. And the doctor said, well, we found cancer in 3 out of the 12 cores, and you have a favorable intermediate cancer. Your Gleason score is a 7, and your cancer is severe enough to warrant treatment. So you could either get it surgically removed or get it treated with radiation, but that I should really be doing something. I shouldn't just sit on it and not do anything at all. So I felt grateful that I didn't have a very aggressive cancer, and that it was a favorable intermediate cancer. But you can imagine the emotions that I went through when I was first diagnosed with my cancer. The first thought through your head is, how can this be? I'm not supposed to get prostate cancer. The other guy gets prostate cancer, gets me, not me, but yet they say prostate cancer will occur in, I think, 1 in every 6 or 7 men will get prostate cancer at some point in their life. So I went through, sadness. I went through depression. I went through anger. And then I remember, though, talking with a good friend of mine who was a prostate cancer survivor. And some of the best advice I got was from him. And he told me, he goes, Al, you have prostate cancer, but slow things down, take things easy, don't rush into anything. He goes, your prostate cancer's probably been there for a long time, just growing, and there's no urgency to immediately act on what to do. He goes, review as much information you can on prostate cancer, the different treatments, educate yourself on it, and then make a decision on which route you want to go. So that was some of the best advice that I got. So what I hope to do in these next few videos is share my experience with radiation therapy via CyberKnife, and to share my experiences also with, what did I do from the moment I was diagnosed to the moment that I received treatment. So stay tuned, guys. I look forward to talking to you again, and have a great day, and we'll be in touch. Bye-bye.